you know, AI is going to change jobs for people. I mean, essentially eliminated one position because of AI.
Welcome to Unstoppable Podcast with Harry Sardinas, inspiring conversations with influential millionaires, investors, thought leaders, entrepreneurs who are making a massive difference with their innovative products and services, and sharing the challenges and wisdom of how they sold their first million.
Matthew, and then what is your view in terms of embracing new technologies and the issues that we have with legacy in the law firms? I understand that from the legal point of view, having a software, writing a contract, you guys can be a little bit skeptic about this because, contracts have to be very tight sometimes, especially, specific type of contracts. But it's a way that AI, artificial intelligence, can help at least to write 80%, 90% of these contracts effectively and fast. And then the other 10% is when you guys put your touch. Or as an attorney, you still don't believe in these new technologies and embracing the new, because that's the other thing as well when it comes to safety as well. The in terms of these softwares, this new technology, it comes also with a problem, which is if you get hacked or the information gets released, then also could damage the firm. So what's your point in embracing new technologies, AI in particular, to increase the productivity in your business, and also this one, and how about the legacy as well? But because eventually, if we are moving forward, if everybody's using cloud, you guys cannot still keep using the hard drive on the computer. So what's your view in all this?
Well, I'm very pro technology.
Oh, very good.
In my
Congratulations. I don't see this in the industry that often.
Yeah. No, in my personal practice, I heavily use AI in what I do.
Wow. The first attorney that I hear that. Glad to hear.
Yes, I love AI. I do a lot with AI. The thing with AI though is it is a tool to help you. It is not a replacement.
100%. Absolutely.
So the issue is that you have to be responsible for the AI. You have to oversee the AI. You're in charge of the AI, and you're in charge of the work product of the AI. You can't just put it all in the AI's hands and hope that something great happens. So that's why I use a lot of AI in what I do. It's very useful. I've actually replaced human beings with AI in my practice, which has saved me money, increased my productivity. But at the same time, I understand that it is a tool to be used. It's not a replacement for work, it's a supplement for work. So there's a lot of attorneys who are kind of on the side of what you're talking about, where
loads
they don't want to integrate
most of them.
They don't want to integrate any technology or do anything different, and they're scared of change. And then there's, I would say, where I am, where I understand that this is the future, not even the future, it's present, and you have to integrate it into your practice and use it responsibly, whatever. And then there's further to the other side, there's the other extreme where there's people who just brazenly use AI and just, if something happens, it happens. If it doesn't, great. I'm just using AI. So I think where I am on the AI spectrum is the correct place to be. I always try to help other attorneys if they have questions about AI. I mean, I'm not like some AI cutting edge guru, but
but you're an entrepreneur and you have to embrace have a lot.
Yeah, but I effectively know how to use
Yeah.
ChatGPT 4.0. I know how to use the AI that's with Westlaw. I know how to use the AI that's with various things like Adobe and other programs, and how to integrate it all together to make it all work together to,
Wow.
put out a good
That's
product for you.
brilliant.
So yeah, so I'm all about AI. I love AI, but like I said, I take responsibility for the AI and I don't let it take
100%.
place. I use it as a supplement, and that's how you should use it. It's never a
Yeah.
replacement for human work. It's a supplement to human work.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, there is a debate as well. People make the statements, that, oh, I'm replacing people for AI. I say, oh, you are, you removing employment from people to use AI instead. But the point is the following: if you don't use the AI and you keep the people, maybe it's not gonna be a business to run for anybody. Then
Yeah,
everybody will lose the job because it collapses because your competitors are doing it, and
yeah.
eventually, which is, I think that the new form of entrepreneur, what I think is that AI is not going to replace any job. However, the people that will have the jobs is that the people that know how to manage this AI, that know how to use these AI tools to increase productivity. Like, for example, if you have one employee that do a contract and takes 2 years, and you have another employee that, because he's using ChatGPT and another tools, can do a contract in 1 hour, well, you need to employ that person because it's more productive to you.
Mhm.
That person happens to know to use the tool of AI or whatever to be more productive. So AI is not taking jobs of anybody. What happened is gonna take the jobs that people that doesn't want to learn, doesn't want to embrace, doesn't want to test it, because eventually they will become obsolete. They will become uh, um, less productive than other people that maybe they're not even better attorneys. However, they can produce more. And at the end of the day, we're running a business, and if we don't become productive, what happens is that maybe we're not gonna have a business next year, and
Mhm.
everybody goes home. So we have to embrace it, whatever it takes. So again, what's this? This is my personal opinion, but what is your personal opinion when we're talking about this? It's about AI and replacing the job of people. What do you think?
Well, I mean, like I said, in my own practice, in my organization,
Wow, that save a lot of money, huh?
yeah, and it's because the AI does what the human does, but does it faster and respectfully better than the human could do it at a
Wow.
fraction of the cost. So that's an example of a true replacement of a person. However, I could replace that person with a person who knows how to use AI very well
Mm-hmm.
and introduce in another and basically take one job and replace it with another job. So like what you were saying about, people who have to be proficient and prevalent in AI will be able to create new jobs. Yes. I mean, there's not going to be a world where AI overtakes everything and, it's a Terminator and, whatever. It's humans working with AI to make productivity as efficient as possible and to cut down on the actual workload of what people have to do.
Mm. Matthew, tell us a little bit more about your practice. Do you specialize? What do you help people with? Where are you based?
Sure. So I'm based in South Florida. My practice focuses on helping small and medium-sized businesses and startups and entrepreneurs with their legal issues, whether it's with like some of the contracts we talk about, some of the business documents we've been talking
Oh,
about.
yeah. Share
But
agreement, contract, and so on.
yeah, so we draft those, we revise those, we review those, and then the majority of what we do is litigation, which is when there's a dispute between two businesses or two people or a business and a person or whatever, and we resolve it via the legal process. So that's the majority of what we do. That's pretty much it. 24/7 is what we're doing is litigation and probably 10 to 15% transactional.
So and then Matthew, how people can find you, how this process work?
Sure. So I'm all over the internet and social media and hopefully everywhere. The easiest way to find me is just to go to my website, which is fornerolegal.com. So it's my last name, FORNEROLEGAL.com. And there you'll find, my phone number, my email address, all my contact information, X, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn. It's all on there. I've got videos on there. I've got blogs, I've got white papers, I've got a whole bunch of information on there. So it's a pretty good resource for business owners and entrepreneurs.
So what advice do you have for tech entrepreneurs that they are running the business and now they want to write the shareholder agreement? What advice do you have for them?
Make sure, if you can, hire an attorney to help you.
Absolutely, right?
Don't
There's
do
no
it
way that you
yourself.
can draft this yourself. You do need an
Yeah.
attorney for that, right?
Yeah, don't do it yourself. Don't pull something off the internet. Spend the money, invest in yourself, invest in your business, hire an attorney, and they'll help you do it.
I definitely agree with that, because this is how you can protect your business, and you can protect the entity, also the investors as well, especially is those contracts when where the with the venture capitalists or angel investors, right? They provide the funds in exchange for shares of participation in the company. All those contracts have to be done very clean and by the help with a specialized attorney, because this is what is required in order to do the things in the right way. Correct?
That is correct, Harry. Yes.
Yeah. Well, Matthew, thank you so much for coming to the broadcast for this amazing interview. The last question is gonna be, what are your plans for for this new year, and and do you have any plans to add more services, or you still want to specialize on this? Tell us a little bit about the future.
Yeah, I'm still going to focus on what I'm focusing on, what I just spoke about earlier. The plan is based on what we just talked about, is to continue to integrate technology and become more and more
Ah,
efficient.
wow, efficiency. Very good.
So I want to raise my efficiency and raise my technological prevalency. So those are my goals for 2025.
That's a great goal. That's a great goal. Embracing AI and become more productive. We actually looking at this in our own businesses, and we applying a lot of new technology to it that we were doing before. So I think that this mission that you have is the same mission that is any entrepreneur that have there out there, the ones planned for the 2025, could be a great idea to to look into the business to see how they can become more productive, how they can become more effective using AI, because at the end of the day, and AI is something that came in this year. Is that correct, Matthew?
Yeah, I mean,
ChatGPT,
it's been around for it's been around for a while, but this was the year where it became really hot and really integrated into a lot of things.
yeah, it became in a way that is that the public domain
Yeah,
can actually use it, because
yeah.
ChatGPT. I remember. Do you remember how hard it was to write letters? English, not my first language, and sometimes write a letter, or it was takes like a day and make sure that everything is perfect. And now this thing is writing in less than 10 seconds. It's unbelievable, right?
Yeah, no, I totally agree, Harry.
Okay. So, Matthew, I congratulate you for being embracing AI. I'm very proud of you that you are an attorney, but also you are an entrepreneur. right? And
Yes.
you're happy to take on all the challenges that entrepreneurs are dealing with daily, right? Including the AI thing, which is
Yeah.
something that has come, and it doesn't matter if you like tech, if you don't like tech, if you like software, you don't like software. If you are in business, you do need to have an understanding how the thing works, and you do need to start to learn how you can implement things there to become more productive because you are in business. And if somebody's gonna be telling me 17 years ago when I started my first business that I'm going to be doing podcasts, that I'm going to be dealing with AI, that I'm going to do a lot of things I do, I won't believe, but this is what the business demanded. This is what we have to do. Is that correct?
That's correct, Harry.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you, Matthew, for joining. And for all of you who are listening, see you in our next episode of Unstoppable, how brave entrepreneurs like Matthew break that wall, achieve the first million. Bye for now.
Bye. Thank you, Harry.
Pleasure.